The month of April, I read about 6 books, but only one book I rated in 5 stars. So please come with me to talk about these books. Let's go! So the first book that I read in April is this one, Together Reborn by Isabel Ibanez. This is a YA fantasy. I get this book 4 stars because I didn't feel that this book would get me to 5 stars, but it was a very quick action-packed YA fantasy, and it's very easy to understand. And this book got me out of my reading slump because I had read A Little Life, and that book got me in my reading slump for about 5 days. So I picked this book and it got me out of my reading slump because it was very easy to understand. It was very direct, the story, and it got slow burn, politics, family, and it got dragons as well. That's the really fun thing about this book. And if you're from Spain and you love about the culture of Spain, like flamenco and the sport, oh my god, I don't know what is it called, torero, that's the sport that includes balls, but it's the same thing here, but it was for dragons. So I think that was a very cool concept. So please check this book, Together We Were by Isabel Ibanez. It was a very, very fun story to read, and I'm hoping to read more about this author. So I get this book 4 star because it was really good. So please check this book out. I really recommend this book. Second book that I read in April is this one, The Perfect Child by Lucinda Berry. I give this book 3.5 stars, and I think that with this book, the premise of the book was really good. It was really interesting. But when it comes to execution, it didn't expect my expectations. And I think that with this book, and I was intrigued because I don't know what's with me with thriller books that includes children in it, that it creates this vibe of creepiness and horror that I really, really enjoy. But sometimes it really unsettles me. That's the word for it. But with this book, I don't know. I think that, first of all, the title of the book didn't fit the story at all. Second of all, one of the characters, Christopher, and I don't want to dig so much with this book, but Christopher in this book was a damn idiot in the whole damn book. He was making so dumb decisions, and he was passing the red flags that was occurring during this book, and I was really mad about it. And the final part of this book, I didn't like it as much, and that's the reason why I get this book 3.5 stars. But it doesn't discourage me to read this author, and I'm gonna continue to read about this author. But so far, this book I didn't enjoy so much, so that's why I gave this book 3.5 stars. I didn't enjoy this book. I'm really sorry. I really am. Moving on, the other book that I have read in this month is Annie Bot by Sierra Greer. If you have seen the movie, heard that one of the protagonists is Joaquin Phoenix and Scarlett Johansson, it almost have the same vibes. The only difference is that Annie, who is the protagonist of this book, is an AI in human form. It's almost the same thing. And it got me really intrigued, but I gave this book 3 stars. And one of the reasons is that Doug, he was an asshole in the whole damn book. And also the ending, I didn't really enjoy it as much. But the only reason I give this book 3 stars is the theme of the book, who is feminist empowerment. So that's a really fun theme about to talk about this book. So that's the only reason I gave this book 3 stars, because if it wasn't for the theme, I would lower it to 2 stars or 1 star. But because I didn't enjoy it as much, but it was a fun read. So yeah, I'm sorry. I really wanted to like you, but I didn't, so I'm really sorry. The fourth book that I have read in April is this one by Emily Henry, People We Meet on Vacation. This is a very fast rom-com, and I gave this book 3.5 stars because I don't think that this book would change my life, that it was a, oh my god, this is life changing, but it was a very fun book to read. And I had bought that was my first Emily Henry book that I had read, but I had bought as well this one, Book Lovers, by her as well, and this will be on my May TBR, and I have high expectations by this book. So I'll let you know in May if this book was much better than People With Me on Vacation. We'll see. The fifth book that I have read in April is this baby, Throne of the Fallen by Kerry Maniscalco. Hear me out. This book was amazing. I love this so much. I give this book 4.9 stars, and I'm really sorry. I didn't feel that this book deserved the high stars, but it deserves the hype. I really enjoyed it so much. If you're looking for an adult fantasy that has a lot of riddles, a lot of plot twists, but also a lot of spice, a lot of spice, check this book out. Envy got me weak. Hear me out. It got me weak on my knees. The quotes, the spice, how he was able to do anything for her. Oh my God, he got my heart. I was blushing, I was geeking, I was giggling. I feel that he was talking to me, that he was obsessed with me. And I think that's the beauty of this book. So please check this book out. And I'm really excited for the second book that comes later this year. But please check this book out. It was amazing. I love this so much. I love this so much. And fun fact, this is my first book by Kerry Maniscalco that I have read. And hear me out, it will not be my last. I really love this so much. I love this. My last book that I have read in this month is this baby, Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Finney. Hear me out. I give this book 5 stars. And I don't care. I give this book 5 stars. It deserves the hype 5 stars and the hype as well. This book was so amazing. If you're looking for a book that it will leave you bamboozled, check this book, because many people said that they were confused in the whole book until the last pages, and I wasn't. I understand about everything that was going on, but the plot twist, oh my God, the plot twist in this book, you will not get it. Hear me out, you will not get it. As a person who has read a lot of thriller books, I didn't get the plot twist on this book. And those final scenes, it got my jaw on the floor and saying,
what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
That was my only reaction. So please, if you're looking for a book that it bamboozles you, please check this book out. I get this book 5 stars. It deserves the hype. I really enjoyed this book so much. And this was my first Alice Finney book. And also, it will not be my last. I love this book so much. I really, really do. So please check this book out. It deserves the hype.